So what it do? It is currently like 6:12. So this is week 5, or key kind of like the end of week 4. Uh, End of week 4. Man, this is killing me right now. Yeah, the end of week 4, in the or I'm saying it's the end of week 5. As you see, I had no idea really what the actual day is because the days don't really matter. They just blend into each other. But one thing I can say is this is going into my last week. I'm getting ready for my last OE. So it's pretty much where I get to go see and work with the crew and see what it's like to actually work with the crew and see what it's like. I know I just said that twice, but it's early. And yeah, it's pretty interesting though. The first one we did, I went to New York, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad. On the way there, I was working first class, and then on the way back, I was working in the back. So they're both different, and it's honestly really interesting to see like who you meet, how certain people, how their flow is when doing service, and just understanding that type of stuff. And I just feel like I had to remind myself that it's okay. It's not like that I was garbage at it at first. I'm saying at first, but not like I was garbage at it when I was doing it. It's just a different feeling being on an airplane and serving drinks in first class. Like imagine sitting in a Ruth Chris and you're feeling the bumps of the plane and you're serving like a drink. So it's something to get used to. But I say it is interesting, and I am excited though on how just what is to come. Because just seeing like how life was and how I never would have thought I'd be in this position, which is what makes, yeah, to me it just makes it even more crazier. So the fact that it's week 5, I'm certified on all of our aircrafts, from the big bodies to the narrow bodies, and you'll understand what that means when you go to training. But just being certified on all aircrafts is a big thing because put in a lot of time and a lot of studying. So we just have one more test left. And when I tell you, I cannot wait, because even though like this 6 weeks, I felt like I've been here for over a month, like months. So I look at certain things and be like, dang, it's only been like 5 weeks. But it's a different feeling now that we're almost to the finish line. Like when you first start out, like it's hard on the mind. Like imagine you going somewhere and you're spending a lot of time there. And another thing is without pay. And you know that you on all of your tests, you have to get 90%. On everything that you do, you can't get lower than a 90%. And just seeing that, I'm like, dang, I have over 10 tests, a bunch of different stuff. In your head, it gets a little overwhelming because everybody does not pass. Everybody did not pass all the tests. My class, we had a couple tests that everybody passed, and that's because we took a lot of time studying and actually like putting in work to make sure that we were able to get it done. But not everybody. And it sucks that not everybody does, but that's the reality of it. So it's just you studying and taking that time. The fact that we have one more test left is, to me, a blessing, because everybody does not make it this far. And it sucks for the ones that didn't, because, you didn't grow relationships with them, but God has a different plan for each and one of us. So, you just gotta roll with it. And then also reminding yourself that you can do it. That is like, it's like how I was saying, is when you're going through it and you're having like a rough day, and to find out you have a test, and then you have another test the next day, then you have drills you gotta do, and there's all these different things that are like kind of make or break that are very important. You have to understand that if other people did it, and that's how I had to look at it. I'm like, if I'm sitting here and I'm coming to class every day, I have 3 instructors in front of my face, and I'm seeing all these other flight attendants around this headquarters, and they're steadily, like, they're here, that means they went through the same thing that I did and they passed. So why in the world would I doubt myself and tell myself that I can't pass? And I had to remind myself that, like, probably like earlier in it, I had to be like, Jalen, if they did it, that means you can do it. They did it, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it. And just having that mindset and reminding myself, like, and then especially being reminding, like, after a test, I thought, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know how I got such a good score. And I was like, Jalen, God, he talks to me in my thoughts. Just like, remember who God made you to be. Like, God didn't make you to be fearful when you take a test and like, oh, I don't know, I'm surprised I passed. God didn't make you to be like that. So stop thinking like that. Think of it as you deserve to pass this test. You studied for it, you put in the work for it. So you passing the test isn't no surprise. So it's just understanding that, like, as the time goes, is it's hard. It's not easy waking up early every day, having to study, like force yourself to study, because I ain't sure if I ain't study in college. So putting in that time and work. So it's hard, but there's nothing that they throw at you that you can't handle. That's the easiest way to put it. God won't put you in a position that you can't get out of. And here, they're not going to put you in a position you can't get out of. They might put you in some surprising positions you didn't expect to be in. But everything can be figured out as long as you think and you don't overwhelm yourself. So I'm going to do another one before I do graduate, because the next step is graduation. And I got to go fly to San Jose. So I'll catch y'all.
Yo, damn!
The final test has been passed. We're done. We're done. This is, we're done. Now all I gotta do is just show up. It's just be there. But this final test is done. 6.5 weeks is almost done. When I tell you it felt like it would never end, I have to remind myself that I've only been here a month. But when I tell you that last test, once you pass that last test and you're done, it's just, everything just feels better. You just happy because, like, now, as long as you don't do nothing stupid, but now you're guaranteed your wings as long as you don't do nothing stupid. But I don't do nothing stupid, especially not, at least not when I have things I gotta do. But like, one thing I can say though is I was like, thank you, God. Once I seen what I got on that last test and I passed, I was just like, thank you. And it's amazing though, because then we got the experience, the business class, the finer things in life today. So we got the food, the full service meal, all the little things and whatever. And when I say it is just so worth it. Like, just taking it day by day. If I was looking so far ahead, it would have been a lot more stress and thoughts on my mind. But just taking it day by day, I'm still taking it day by day. We got 3 left. We got Sunday, Monday, and graduation Tuesday. So literally, I thought today was Sunday. I ain't barely know what day it is. But we're almost there. Actually, not even almost, we're there. So literally, this is just live. I'm happy. Like, we're almost done. Oh my goodness. I know y'all probably like, why you keep saying it? But like, when you see like how long and how much time you spend around these people, and I'm so thankful that I did, because the people that I know, everybody's name in my class, everybody is different. Everybody has their own, like, just who they are, and getting to know all these different people. And like, everyone's actually like genuine. It's not like there's no beef, how some classes have, I've heard. Like, it's like, because you're back in high school, or college or whatever, but it's just different. Like, it's just different. Finally being like done and almost there. I know I look exhausted. We had a 5 a.m. date today, but once you finally get to that point where you're like, all right, well, we got this many Teslas, we got this many Tesla, and then you get to that last one and you pass it, it's crazy. People do get sent home. So that's why it's even more like every test is not just like a gimme, or really like they're just not gimme tests. So if you don't study and take that time to put in to understand the material, like that's one thing they kept saying is understand. If they say to memorize something in the beginning weeks, it's best to memorize it then. Because before, we didn't realize like how important it was. And then today, it was just literally just like, dang, I guess it was, it does make sense. We had to do it over and over and over. But when we first did it, it was hard. It wasn't making no type of sense. So the time is almost here. Graduation day is almost here. I've already started packing. I was like, I ain't getting stuff situated. I was like, oh, I'm finna. Once that day comes and it says, oh, congratulations, here's your wings. Y'all can head to the airport. I'm gone. I love the people here. I love it. But I want to be out of here. I want my wings so I can go and fly. But I'm going to give y'all an update a little closer. Tomorrow we got a long day. Like, even though we're there, we still have a lot of stuff to do. So, just know they're going to have you working until you leave. Like, they're going to have you working now. And yeah, so it's a lit situation. I'm going to go to dinner tonight. Just happy. I'm just thankful that I made it this far. So, I'll catch y'all later.
27. Oh my God.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this is a handsome young man right here. That's a handsome young man.
Today is the day. Today is the day. Today is graduation day. Currently right now it's 5:39. And I'm just packing, making sure I have my last little pieces. Because I sure enough have 5 bags. And I have a lot. So I just gotta make sure it all fit in here. But when I tell you, it's been a very long road. I don't know what people thought, or I sure enough didn't know all the stuff flight attendants actually go through. I had no idea. When I tell you, because I just didn't know. So I'm glad I went through this, because usually whenever I do something huge, I never know what I really get myself into until it's done. So yes, it's graduation morning. As you can see, I have most of it on so far, but I'm just making sure I have everything. I wanted to wake up early and make sure my hair was laid, so I woke up with some more wave grease, some oil. I just had to gotta make sure that, the waves is waving, that's a very important part of this whole process. Making sure my hair has been laid every day. But yeah, this experience was pretty cool. I will say I met a lot of people that I am very close with now, that I didn't think I would, and 2, like, you with each other for 6 weeks, you ain't got no choice but to get close to somebody, to some people. So I'm just blessed that the people I got close with, like, they're like cool peoples, and then just having to remember that now it doesn't really matter where anybody lives. Like, some live in New York, some live in Charlotte, some live in Atlanta. That doesn't matter. All that really matters is that we stay in touch. Because it's not like we have to pay to fly there. So that's one thing that I will say that is crazy to me, is like realizing, like, if we want to go, we can just fly there. Like, I'm based in Philly. So if I really wanted to take the train, it's a 2-hour train ride. I like to fly a lot, so more than likely I'm just gonna fly. I know this sounds very like, why would you just? I don't care. I like flying. But I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful to God that I'm here. Just sticking to your, not even just to yourself, but like not in everybody's business, doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You came here for some wings, staying focused on some wings, and that's truly like one of the biggest things that you're here. That's why you're here. There's no other reason. So not letting any other cause or any like, there's drama. When I say the last day was like a movie, the amount of stuff that was just unfolding was kind of crazy, I will say. But knowing why you're here, it is nothing better when you're going through it. And well, I don't say it's not really better, it's not really that good, because I thought it was no drama and stuff. But I'm a guy, so I don't be noticing stuff. But it's just understanding that you're here to get wings. I know I keep saying it, but that's like the main important thing. People, like, when you hear about it, people getting sent home the day before graduation, you're like, that wouldn't happen to me. And then it happens to somebody that's close with you, and you just, wow, just in awe, just in shock. And and there's nothing that you can really do about it. So it's just reminding yourself why you're here. Not being in too many people's business and just sticking to the plan, sticking to the script. Of course, that, and I'm not saying, and I had a friend here who this is her second time doing it. And she was like, the first time she was very to herself. And she was like, the one thing that she wished she would have did was been with people more. Like, didn't just study by herself. And this time, she was like, this time I want to make sure that I'm interacting with more people. Like, I'm not just to myself. And it's amazing because she is actually our class speaker. She's presenting a speech on behalf of our class. And it was just so happy seeing like her pass the final test yesterday, like making it, because for her, this was something huge. The fact that she went through it and now she didn't make it and now she's doing it again and she was able to make it. So just seeing her and how happy she was, it was one of those things, like, you never know what someone went through to get to this point. I know what I went through, but you never know what someone else went through to get to this point. And you never do know. So, and you never know unless you talk to them or unless they share. Some people have deeper meanings than others. So just finding out people's whys also helps you stay and continue to push. And the other thing is just realizing that it can be done. Like, I wrote down a card. I wrote a card that they had us do. I think it was the second day. It was like the second day. We wrote down a letter to ourselves that they were going to give to us during graduation. I completely forgot about it. And then when they brought it back up, I was like, oh, shoot. And that was the one thing I was like, dang. And I'm gonna read it. I got it somewhere in these bags, but I'll probably get that situated when I'm in Orlando. But it was just a feeling of, wow, like, you did it, Jalen. Like, God really did his big one, and he's gonna keep doing big ones. That's the thing about it. He's gonna continue to do them. Like, this was one of the biggest life-changing events that I've probably ever had. Last year, a life-changing event for the worst happened. Couldn't expect it. This year is something for the best. So, and it's crazy because this is literally around the exact same time. This was the same, if I'm not the same week, same couple days, the same time. All things started to fold last year, and now things are unfolding for the better this year. So just remember to always put God first. Always remember that whatever happens for a reason. If you end up coming here, stay focused, keep God first, and don't get lost in the sauce, because when you get lost in the sauce, trust me, it's a long 6 weeks. It's a long 6 weeks. Whoever said it'd be, well, I don't think anybody said it'd be flying, or somebody said, oh, 6 weeks, that was quick. My classmate, no, it doesn't. To me, at least. But yes, so I might do one more update, but yeah, actually, you'll see some more videos because I got graduation day. I got the whole day ahead of me. So I'll catch y'all later. Next time you see me, either gonna be eating something, doing whatever, but you're gonna see me with these wings today. Oh yeah, I woke up on time for that. I made sure of that.
Wait, Rich!
25 on